Testing 1 2. Alright, testing. Okay, how about now? Doesn't. Excuse me. Let me. Excuse me. Let me see. Testing. Okay, that sounds better. So, we're back again with some Minecraft. I had some plans on showing you the fox forest that I found, or actually that I made, along with some new announcements that I will tell as we go on. So I will continue with the plan of showing you the fox forest, along with a few announcements. Speaking of which, I just realized that my title didn't change. Let me. So give me a moment. I'm trying to fix it. There we go. Now save that. There, much better. So we will check out this world that I have made long before we found the Emerald Peak. So right now, okay, so it wasn't that bad. Okay, I believe there's a new view dynamic into this. So here we are at my first world. When I first came into this world, I believe I spawned somewhere over there in that direction, or perhaps down there. I'm not sure. It's been a long while since I've been here. Even longer when I first made it. So this is my house right here. Yes, I have a lot of stuff in here, and all of this I made myself, or I found it. These are some of the 2 dogs that I have left. Make that 3. Yes, it's been a rough world. Yeah, here's some of my trophies. from when those what from what those what are they called, raiders? Well, whatever they're called, I managed to defeat a couple of them and hung up their flags as a show that this is not a land to be messed with. I have one down here by the farm or garden right here. I have some carrots, wheat, beets, and I believe some potatoes as well. Along with sugarcane alongside this pond, I believe. Well, it's a better term for this since this is a river. So, oh, and some sweet berries as well. So, but I'm not done yet. This is the way I go up back to the top of this mountain or hill. Well, most of it's made out of rock, so I believe it's mountain. And here's a tiny cave that's below my house, which I made it in the middle of the air. Along with this tunnel over here, I had some great expectations for this, but it came out short, and now it's just a place to throw away any trash I have around. And most of the terrain is parkour to get around. I also have these things right here. I found them in my in a bigger mine that actually connects to something, and I wanted to make some more. So I took some from the cave and placed them here along the any place that seemed like a would grow. And down here it's all the wood that I have collected, along with a couple of hay bales and more sweet berries. I found this bell once, created this stuff right here as well, and this is in the start. And also I have some of these flags of my own. And I have this one armor stand with all the enchanted pieces that I found throughout my time. I really need to eat something at the moment, so. And this thing, I believe I found it while I found a dungeon at the mine. This stuff is where all my food is. And I believe this one is all the ore that I have found. Any stone material as well. This stuff is both stone and for making the banners. And here's that gloom right here. this is quite nice, and I forgot how I made that one right there. As you can see, there there's no design that's on the loom at the moment. It's probably something special, but I'm not sure what it was. A parable. I'm gonna take some of this to fix it up. Okay. Oh yes, and here's are the rest of the bolts. I'm not sure why I didn't combine these when I saw you here before. A map. And this one is full of random stuff as well. And I also have this right here that I made as well. A non-telescope. I'm pretty sure this is a known object now, but the material to make one is quite rare, I believe. Though when I did find it, it came in a big chunk. I believe it covers I'm not sure, it's probably like the size of a meteor. And I took a block with me, one of the crystals, and I took the crystals along with a small cube. I was hoping by any chance that it would grow, but it hasn't. So let me skip time at the moment so I can show you the rest. Place this here. So before I left, I decided to expand this tower right here. Oh no, sorry. There we go. So like I said, I expand this tower right here. This is the second floor that I made, and another floor that I made but that I didn't finish before I left. I believe this was supposed to be a balcony. Now then, this place is called the Fox Forest, but if you haven't seen the forest or the fox, despite the fact there's a forest right here and a forest over there, and a bridge that I built. So let me show you now. Ow. So right here is the Fox Forest. Unfortunately, I did not have any Jurassic music. I believe that's copyrighted. But unfortunately, it's not much of a Fox Forest anymore. You see, during the beginning, when I found this spot right here, this little valley, I believe, was quite different from the beginning. When I first came, I believe I came across some foxes, and then I came upon this place right here. At first, I had no idea what I'm saying right now, but eventually I decided to make this into a fox forest, like I said in the name. Unfortunately, this was not a biome that where fox spawned, but the island next to us was. So when I first decided to expand, I believe I built that bridge in the first place. But I believe before that I decided to grab a fox and decided that it will be a difficult job to have them swim over. And then the bridge came to be to help me be able to relocate the foxes much better. I used the sweet berries to bring them here, along with plenty. I planted all of these sweet berries right here for them to enjoy. And also at the beginning, this wasn't all dark wood. In fact, it was pretty much oak and birch. But I'm a big fan of dark oak, and especially dark oak trees, so I decided to replace every oak and birch with dark wood here. Unfortunately, that would mean that I had to spend some time clearing out the oak and wood, and sometimes it would take me into the night. And since I became so connected with the foxes that sometimes when I'm being attacked, I try my best to defend them off, but each time I get hit once, they come in and help me out. Sometimes they get hurt, but the worst time ours is when there are creepers around. Many times have I tried to defend them, but sometimes they end up defending me. And it wasn't just one generation, it was many generations of foxes that were here. And unfortunately, I believe there was just too much chaos here, that one day when I came back, I saw foxes. They were getting further away. At first they were close to over here, but as testing, you are not moving right now. Hello, okay. I'm not sure if I'm alive or not because that purple icon is not showing that. I'm not sure how much you said, and I cannot believe this is saying unstable. I'm having the best I'm supposed to be in the most stable place enough, but it seems it's not the case at the moment. Anyway, so I'm not sure how much you heard that, so let me start from the beginning again. So when I first came to this world, I've came upon some foxes on my way here, and then I found this valley here, which led to the idea of creating this forest right here into a fox forest. At the beginning, it was a good idea. I had everything planned out. I had a bridge connecting the other island where the foxes usually spawn, since this right here was in their biome. I had to make a few things to make this idea come true. Yeah. So with that, I lured them here with some sweet berries. I planted sweet berries all around here, right next to my tower, along with down there in the this valley right here. So at the beginning it was quite peaceful, but as I said before, this dark oak wasn't here always. It used to be much of regular oak and birch, but since I was a big fan of the dark oak, I wanted to make it the dominant tree in this place right here. So in order to do that, I had to remove the oak and birch and replace it with dark oak. And this was a time when the foxes were already in this valley. I have successfully brought some foxes over here to hopefully expand their numbers and have make this place their home. So as I was clearing out the forest and making a new tree, adding new trees, I would sometimes spend my time doing this so long that it would sometimes head into the night as well. And sometimes well, of course, if it's in the night, you will confront the mobs. But since I became close to the fox, every morning I would feed them. There will be time where I get hurt once and they will come to defend me. And unfortunately it doesn't always end so well for them. Like right now. The regular mobs are better because I can easily come to the rescue as they help me as well, but it's when the creepers are around that makes it a difficult job. As you saw, I didn't notice that the creeper was around, and sometimes when I do it's always too late, and unfortunately I lose some foxes on the way. And this wasn't just one generation, it was just it was multiple generations of foxes in here. So generations after generations of me trying to improve this land right here for them and for myself. There has been many casualties, to the point where I noticed that one day when I came to this world, I I noticed the foxes were started disappearing. When I looked for them, I saw that they were just on the other side of the forest. Sometimes over there, sometimes on a cave over there. Then one day, they were completely gone. I searched throughout the entire forest here, and there was no one. And worst of all is that when there's a fight, I don't like to back down, so I will constantly put myself in danger, and they will sometimes have to go and rescue me sometimes. And that didn't always end well, as I said. Yes, they were gone, but and they were simply gone from the valley, not here. One day I had an expedition to do, since there was I've seen most of it here, and I decided to explore the surrounding areas. And when I went through that direction, the other side, I found them. They were right next to another forest outside the valley. I know this because I got trapped out there and I didn't want to go through here at night when I had found so many stuff. Consider it the final battle that I had with the foxes for one night. Mobs everywhere. Mobs on the left and right, and sometimes there's still some glimpses here. But nonetheless, the fox forest is something of the past now. Though I could try again. I have that one fox right there in the but considering that this has yet to meet the end of my ideas in transformation, I believe it's best to wait until I can fully be away from this body and let them live in peace without having me to bring the danger with them. So until then, I'm here on my own. Until I know when I say I'm done. And hopefully bring back the fox forest here. though I won't be part of it if I wish to live in peace. I will only be in the surrounding areas on top, but other than that, I don't know. I don't want to risk anymore, despite the fact that I will. I will always be there when there's a fight. Out of the way. Okay. Until next time. Like I said, when there's a fight, I'll be there. Unfortunately, like I said, they don't have the same versatility as I do. But nonetheless, they will be there. And let me grab a carpet. Well, that's the story of the rise and the end of the Fox Forest. Should have done this from the beginning. Not sure they have some. And the pigs, I believe there's still plenty. I don't believe I will need to harvest at the moment. Yes. I believe this was a creeper or just me finding some coal. So, another thing that I have been doing here is that this location is an abundance of all of those shiny stones, like this one, the white one, and the gray one. White one is more abundant than the rest. As so, I made this giant staircase. That it goes down to my mine. Right here. There was also a fox that was down here. A family actually. I managed to get the one of the adults and a baby one out of here, but there is still one in here somewhere. No, I have tried, but I searched every place that I know of this cave. I have it. I mapped out the mine in my head, and So far, no luck. Lots of twists and turns here, and many holes that I need to fill out, and which leads to the remodeling of these mines. When I have the chance, when I did, and sometimes I still do, I try to mark each tunnel with one of these materials. Even cobblestone is a signal that's sent to mean either a dead end or to fix something like this. There's an error right here exposed to another tunnel, and something like that can lead to some great confusion, which is why I wish each tunnel to be separate, to only have one entrance and one exit. Looks like this spot up here. Actually, this spot over here, I believe, is brand new. There's still plenty of ore from coal to copper, but there's not much use for copper, and I already have plenty of coal. Oh yes, right here. This is where I found all of that. What's this? Diorite. Also, I found some diamonds as well, and made a pickaxe and some other stuff. Which has also, this staircase is also something brand new. It was something that I made as well before I left, and some diamonds here. I left them there in case I need something, and also to not lose them on my way back to the tower. So I decided to keep them there as a safe precaution. Right here, I marked it with this. Let me find the name. Granite. Yes, this tunnel right here is to mark the gate to the main mine. Down here is where I found most of the special ores, or the ones that are more useful, and along with copper. That so far can only make this spike. I'm sorry, only the spike class. And the crystal, I also found it down here, but not right here. This is more of the upper levels. I still need to mark out the tunnels with their special mineral, whatever this is. Caterize. Guys, I can't say it. Because I'm already lost. Oh yeah, there's slime down here. My attempts at making that single tunnel It's been a while since I came down here, so I'm not sure if my map. It's well, I probably need to make a new map since I don't know where everything is. Uh, well, I guess that means that my headset's gone. I left my other ones and I was using a battery one. Yes, a battery one, and it ran out. And it doesn't charge while listening, so I had to pick one. So now it's that. So I wanted to make this 1 hour or at least 2 hours, but I don't feel comfortable at the moment by doing that without my headset, nor at the fact there's so many noise around here. So I believe that it's time for a few announcements that I have made, and I'm back to where I was. So that's nice. So some announcements that I'm going to make were: one, I'm no longer going to be doing any streams on Fridays. It will strictly be on only on weekends. I need the Friday morning now more than ever to prepare for the day and make sure that I have no distractions for the weekend. But this weekend there were many distractions, and yesterday I had the chance to stream my 2 hours, but I